Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of the Weekly Rant. My name is Jesper, Anker, and once again I'm joined by Bobson and Julian. How are you guys doing?
Amazing.
Doing good? That's great to hear. How are you doing?
Hi.
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 Is that just gonna be your standard response
way
every
better.
Like
single week?
I don't think there's a way to just change that. Like,
Oh, there is. Like, you just change your vocal cords and you say something else.
see, but I can't. I don't know if that's a thing I can do.
Okay, in the comment section below, should BBL change his saying or should he stick with hey? You guys choose that. You guys are here. You guys have something to
Vote
determine.
on that.
Yeah, no. You
We can
have
have this
something...
poll. We can have a poll on
Straw poll.
cyclinghub.tv.
Straw poll.
No. Go to cyclingup.tv. I'll make a poll right now. Should
You guys make suggestions.
Bob change his intro in the weekly rant? Yes?
Okay, that's
No.
the thing, boys.
It is.
Head on
right there.
cyclinghub.tv.
And answer the poll. It's gonna be on the front page. When you make a user or create a user, it's right in the right. Should Bob change his intro in the weekly rant, or should he keep it like it is? Vote on right there. But onto the actual news, or onto the results first of all. A race was ridden this week, and Chu and I did a preview on this one. It was the national championship from Australia. And Chu, why don't you run us through this race?
Okay, so a lot of you guys probably wouldn't have watched it. It was at some random time for European fellas, and probably American guys. So
Yeah.
what happened was the day was forecast to be raining down. It didn't rain at all. It was nice and sunny. Basically, with 30 k's to go, a breakaway went and it stayed away. That breakaway had about 10 to 12 guys, I believe. It consisted of 3 Oka Green Edge riders, Mitch Docker, Michael Hepburn, and Caleb Ewan. A lot of drop pack riders, Campbell Flakemore from BMC, and I think that was pretty much it. Neil Vandenploeg.
Mm-hmm.
But the way the breakaway formed made the race interesting because the guys in the peloton behind really couldn't chase because they didn't have the firepower. There was Avanti, Cadell Evans only had Rowan Dennis to chase. Richard Port only had Nathan Earl, so they had no firepower. I never thought the break was going to get caught afterwards. The commentators was the same sort of with the final lap to go. Everyone knew it was going to come from the winner was going to come from the break. The thing in the breakaway was Drapac was doing a lot of the pacing until their man they lost pretty much all their guys. They had 2 guys left. Michael Hepburn did a crazy drive at the front. He paced for a solid like 10 or 15 k's, just flat out. He died on the climb pretty much. And then Caleb Ewan attacked on the climb. That's right. We talked about Caleb Ewan not only being a sprinter. He rode really well. If you ask me a question, who was the strongest on the day? It was Caleb Ewan. He covered a lot of moves. He was a target guy in the breakaway because everyone was trying to attack him, and he was forced to cover all the attacks. It was about Darren Lapthorne attacked, I think, 5 times or so. Caleb Ewan covered it all, and then it came down to the sprint. At the sprint, Heinrich Kelsler had the wheel of Caleb Ewan. He went probably a tad too early. It was a really close sprint. Heinrich Kelsler won by half a wheel length, so very close sprint. You guys, it's tough to get footage right now, isn't it? So yeah.
I was going to say that. I wanted to show you guys footage as Chu was saying that, but this year SBS did not own the rights to the Australian National Championships, so there is no live stream, so it's on television only. And Chu recorded this, but we're yet to upload it because we had the interview and we're doing the video rant. It'll be uploaded afterwards. So if you want to go see that, go to cyclingup.tv and as you vote on BBL's or on Bob Bobson's quote or intro, go watch the finale as well as that. I think Chu and I will be recording over that. Bob might also be there, but you can watch the highlights over there. But Caleb Ewan, respect. If you really covered every single move, because I didn't watch it either, but if you really covered every single move and got second, that has got to sting.
Yeah. Caleb is actually with us right now, I think, too.
Well, one of the reasons the commentator said was he probably didn't have the legs to sprint because he was covering. He attacked as well. He not only covered the attacks, he attacked as well to slim the group. Jack Bobridge was also in there as well, so he was trying to drop guys on the climb, which was interesting. But yeah, that's how it went. So interesting day.
That sounds kind of though like not a good idea. Like it's not just aggressive. It's like not a good idea.
He was riding like how Peter Sagan would ride. Let's just put it that way.
But Peter Sagan lost Milan San Remo. Peter Sagan lost all these races.
Yeah,
a lot of
Peter Sagan got a lot of second places, which Caleb Ewan got today.
But nobody remembers the second place. This is the national championship.
Yeah,
Getting
exactly.
second, you might as well get last because you're not getting the jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, it's quite a shame, actually, to get second because it's the first loser, especially in these sort of races. I mean, it would hurt even more to be second in the World Championship because that's the real tough one to lose because you don't get a jersey. That's the only thing that matters. Nobody's going to remember you for getting second. Just talk to Matthew Bashir about that. He got third. How many remembers that? Except for me and BB.
I remember that.
I was going to say, Bobson and I, we know stuff. But the Australian National Championship, go on cycling.tv to watch highlights of that one. Next up, we've got Wiggins. Wiggins news. Yes, trust me, guys. It's a common theme on the weekly rant. Wiggins, Froome, Team Sky. They appear week after week after week. Wiggins has signed a deal with Team Sky until Paris-Roubaix. Paris-Roubaix is his big goal, and I think he's going to achieve it this year. But after the Paris-Roubaix is done, he's going to go to Team Wiggins, which is now going to be his own little development team, and he's going to be a mentor on that team. Bob, what do you think of this move, and what do you think about his chances at Paris-Roubaix?
Team Wiggins will have a Tour de France winner within the next 3 years due to advanced technology and premium training.
Yeah. Is that your statement?
Yes.
What about his chances at Paris-Roubaix? Is he going to use his advanced technology and premium training to win that?
I think that harnessing the power of his training modules that prove efficiency via wattage, I think that through that he will win. And I think that it's pretty obvious to me, at least, that he knows that he is a future Paris-Roubaix winner, and that's why he hasn't given up yet, because he wants to win Paris-Roubaix this year, and he can just do it because obviously none of the other riders are going to train for it, and so he can just win with his superior training.
Well, he also wants to win the Rio Olympics in 2016, and with his advanced technology, as baseball lover or Bob Bobson put that, might also happen. But jokes aside, Wiggins is a favorite for Paris-Roubaix. He showed that this year, and if Nicky Terpstra didn't put in that final move, Wiggins would have probably done it, and he might have won the stage or won the race. So look forward to that this year. Do you think? How long do you think Bradley Wiggins is going to ride if he's going to his own team next year?
Well, I don't think he's going to be riding at all. All he's going to be doing is training for the track. Our record. He's going to be doing. He's doing heaps of. The only reason he moved was to get more training with the track. He's going for Rio. He's going all eggs in the velodrome. I don't see him doing much road cycling at all. Basically, It's not going to happen that much with Wiggins now. We know
a shame, though.
whenever. Yeah.
Is it though?
Whenever he puts.
I feel like it could easily just he not happen anymore. He could just be gone, and then that would be okay.
Whenever he puts a goal on something, he trains for that thing. Like Paris-Roubaix, he's trained for pretty much last month. He was already trained for Roubaix. He's already on the cobble. So, if he's going for velodrome, I don't see him riding road at all. Basically.
Yeah. Well, that's a shame, but I guess it is a realistic goal for Bradley Wiggins, and he did win the Tour de France. So setting goals and achieving them is one of his specialties.
Yeah, he did win the Tour de France. So obviously he has the specifics, skill set to win the biggest cobbled classic in the book, and I think that's pretty obvious.
In more recent years, the Tour's been going over cobbles more than once.
Jakob Fuglsang isn't going for Paris-Roubaix, and he showed how much of a star he is of the cobbled classics. Yet he's not there.
Hey, last boom, Nibali and Fuglsang, first, second, third for Paris-Roubaix 2015. Right?
I think that Fuglsang probably will be top 3. I think just because he showed how good he is at.
What's your top 3? Paris-Roubaix 2015, top 3.
Okay, Paris-Roubaix 2015. Bradley Wiggins, Jakob Fuglsang, and then I want to say Matty Burchell, but I think it's more realistic to say Froome, because Froome is also going to go for Paris-Roubaix this year, I think. Because using his I think that he can hone his skills on the cobbles pretty well, seeing as, he's got superior training skills. So
this definitely turned into a rant really quick. More of it went from being an informative weekly rant to be more of a humor weekly rant where we just go not shit crazy, guys. This is the weekly rant where BBL lays out all his secrets. So BBL, you said that Wiggins is going to win Peru Bay. How does this sound to you? The nose tightens around Bowden and Quickstep's team. Tom Bowden, Stilldevolder, and the rest of Edix Quickstep got hit with fraud charges, like tax evasion. And this is not something I'm too surprised about, because the level of, how can I say this? Like how much they pay attention to how they do their things is not very good, because like teams can not pay riders. Teams can find loopholes to not pay riders their salaries. Well, why aren't the riders expected to just not pay taxes? I mean, if they don't get paid, they shouldn't pay taxes, right? But a guy like Tom Bowden got paid a lot, and looks like he got paid even more now that he didn't have to pay taxes. And is he gonna go to prison for this? Does anyone know Belgian legislation?
Is he gonna go? I think that he will probably go to prison, and I mean, it's okay though, because he's already had experience with prison. Cocaine usually does that to you, so it's okay. It's okay, and it'll all be fine, because I mean, he's got his cocaine to make him happy, and so he doesn't really need, to be free or, have a normal life.
If you look at the picture of the article, he also looks pretty high. So, in Bob's defense. If you don't know what happened or what Bob is referring to, Tom Bowden got caught for cocaine use back in 2009, where he got excluded for the Tour de France, and he was one of the favorites to win the green jersey. So Tom Bowden has not made the correct choices all the time, and looks like another time where he just chose the wrong way.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he couldn't pay his taxes because he was spending too much money on cocaine. Who knows?
Exactly, guys. That's exactly what happened. Julian, anything you want to add to?
Tom Bowden, I think that if you should do an interview with Cycling Hub just to see, so that we can dig deep into this. So contact us.
Well, I want to say, a lot of the teams, what they do when they try to sign big name riders, they have salary caps and a lot of those sort of things, and they might not be able to pay them like as much as they want to. What they do is they give them like under the table cash. Really, I think that happens in sport a lot, and we just don't see that. And who knows? Quickstep's got a bunch of riders. Who knows what they're dealing with their money? Because like a lot of teams just like give them under the table cash, and that's how they get all the big riders. And I don't know about cycling. There's no salary caps, is there? You just basically sign whoever you want. But
Sky's a living proof of no salary cap. They signed every single rider, and they still have money to spare.
I like think of $1 million to opposing riders. He was going to give it to what?
Nibali doesn't really have the money to spare though, does he? Because he's like, well, the war against Ukraine could ruin Oleg Tinkov's team. I read an article. It's way back now, but it's like, if nobody wants to buy Russian oil, then the banks become less valuable. Then Oleg Tinkov makes less money, and then Team Tinkov Saxo Bank disappears. So
what if all of the Russian riders are from Crimea?
Crimea River, please.
If Ukraine wins, then what's going to happen? What's going to happen to it? What's going to happen to all these riders? They're going to say, Oleg, you fat piece of crap. I don't want to ride for you anymore. I'm going back to my Ukrainian continental team. And then what's going to happen? It's not going to be good for Oleg Tinkov's team.
No, it's definitely not going to be good for him. Let me just quickly look up the next. I actually thought I had this ready. I don't know how this disappeared. But next topic, it's also about hiding something. It's about hiding the skin from the heavy, heavy rain there sometimes are in races like Giro d'Italia, Paris-Roubaix, and so on. But now there's a rule or a law passed by UCI that you are now required to wear rain capes that represents the jerseys design. So in the past, you've seen rain capes be black and white. Isn't that just all? Black and white, maybe green is what I've seen. Well, now they're required to look like the original jersey. So if Tinkoff Saxo Bank gets rain capes, which I hope they do, they have to look like the Team Tinkoff Saxo Bank kit. Chew, do you think this is a good rule or just a pointless rule?
This is a really good rule. When you watch the Giro and snowing, you don't know who's was it the Stelvio stage or the Zoncolan? The one that was snowing. I couldn't see anyone. Everyone's just wearing like the same black cape. Certainly a good idea. I'm pretty sure this year or last year they already implemented this rule, but it just went out the window. Teams didn't really care about it. If they want this to happen, they gotta push for it. Certainly. If they have rain capes already out, why aren't teams showcasing it? Because they showcase the jerseys, eh?
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't showcase it. Who knows? Whatever. I don't. This is one thing where I think teams they're just gonna wear black capes and wear, and the UCL won't even do anything about it. This is another thing.
That's very true.
It
But
just goes out the window.
you did refer to the Shiritae stage. That's actually a very valid argument because there was the one stage in the Shiritae where it was snowing, where we didn't have TV pictures, where Nairo Quintana attacked, and he had a black cape on, and I heard some guys saying they couldn't identify Nairo Quintana. So they should probably help that. And I see in the reasons why they added this, they're like riders should be able to identify their rivals at all time during a race in order to respect absolute equality or equity and regularity between athletes.
I can't even see the numbers.
Gross.
Hold
I know. No, you can't watch
Can't
the
even
numbers.
see. Yeah,
Equality is just one of those things that pisses me off when people want it.
Oh, well, you're American. Well, that's kind of hypocrite, isn't that? Like, didn't you guys fight for equality?
Yeah, but like I'm a nonconformist to the government, and
Wear
I don't
a red
think
coat
that,
every Sunday. Going to
I think-
church in a red coat.
I just don't think that the government should be able to tell me that I can't murder people. It's freedom, okay? Everyone has rights. They have the right to avoid it.
See,
Okay.
I think, what did you? I know I asked you to be awake this morning. Did you drink a lot of tea? Like, are you hyper on caffeine? Like, are you
I'm not really
overusing caffeine?
that hyper.
Nah, okay,
I only had 1 cup of tea. Like, come on.
okay.
Eon,
I like the third rule though. The third reason: TV directors and commentators can find it very difficult to identify riders. This is harmful to the image of professional cycling for spectators and fans who are following the race live. And this adds to the new Velan concept also being introduced to racing. They want to make the race easier for spectators to follow and also make it more presentable. And I think these new rain capes are going to look really legit if they actually follow the rules. But some mediocre teams like Bretagne are just going to bring a black shirt. Hey, that's maybe why everyone changed to black. The cape just has to be black. They don't even need to change the rain cape. Every team went black just because the rain cape is the same. Logic.
This all makes sense now. No, it
Yeah.
all makes sense now.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it completely now. I think that
Me
you're
too.
definitely onto something.
I know.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why.
Seems like-
it's
Seems like every single team has like the same fashion design on it.
Oh, BBL? Bobson?
yeah. Yeah.
It's always the stripes.
Like
man.
yes, it's pretty obvious that that is the truth, and I don't think it's worth fighting it for anyone involved. That Cannondale should die. Their jersey.
Should they die? Their jersey?
Their jersey should die.
Okay.
Not them. They don't need to die. Like, I'm okay with them not dying.
Okay.
I don't really see why they would need to die for this to happen.
I think we need to wrap this up. On a final note, guys, we had the pleasure of interviewing Ben Dilly of Team Novo Nordisk. We are all hyper from this interview because we were all like starstruck by a professional cyclist talking to us, and us by Jesper, Anker, Julian, Chu, and Bob Bobson. He actually paid respect to us, and he was very honorable, very respectful, and I have the utmost respect for that. So if you want to go on to the website, it's on there. You can watch the URL right there. There's going to be a URL in the description below as well. So go on, watch the interview. This guy's biggest goal for the 2015 season is to become a better teammate. That gives you an idea or an image of how good of a friend this guy would be in real life and just how good of a teammate he actually is in the peloton. Is there anything you guys would like to add to Ben Dilly's personality or the interview?
Yeah,
Ben
he's
Dilly's
definitely
great,
very-
but does he have enough training to beat Froome and Paris-Roubaix? Froome is going for Paris-Roubaix in 2016, he told me personally, so we'll see.
Definitely, Ben's definitely a very, very good bloke.
He was
it's amazing. Yeah.
He was
Definitely awesome.
literally, this was one of the coolest experiences, and if you guys should check it out, it came out really well.
Definitely, I agree with you. I'm very surprised that we actually there's also some like first time jitters. Like when you lose your virginity, you're not sure what to do.
Yeah.
This is our interview virginity that got popped. Like this is our cherry that got popped. Like, interview.
Oh
cherry.
man, you don't want to mention that kind of thing.
And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like this guy was so awesome, and I gotta give it to Team Novo Nordisk. You
What?
made me a fan.
One
Yeah,
thing we got to cover as well. You guys asked a lot of questions that we couldn't ask as well. We got a message sent to us that we couldn't ask specificity on
Insulin
how
products.
how they deal with diabetes. And it's a sensitive issue, so we couldn't ask them that. So that's one of the reasons why we couldn't ask
Exactly.
like
We
what,
tried.
what's
we
your
tried.
lifestyle.
We
Yeah.
tried. but it didn't work out that well regarding that. But everything else was really good. This guy's got a really cool life story, and my beer is now empty, so I think that's a good time to end this weekly rant on, guys. It wasn't a very informative weekly rant, but I hope you got a good laugh after watching the interview. So the focus this week is on the interview, not much is the weekly rant, so I hope you just had a good laugh. Is there anything you guys want to say on the falling rope?
Check out cyclinghub.tv.
The Illuminati is real. Thank you.
On that note, see you guys next week.